Hello darlings, welcome back to my channel. I am Gaba for those who don't know, and to my returning subscribers, welcome back. So I bet you guys can tell from the title of the video, today we are having our very first of many, hopefully, story time. This story time is basically about how I wouldn't necessarily say got arrested. I almost got arrested, right? Before I continue with the story, before I start, brother, I am having a glass of Belgravia with Fanta pineapple, and I am feeling tipsy, okay? But anyway, so this was back in 2020. I was doing my first year at the Northwest University at the Val campus, right? I moved there January, right? But before that, during the period of registration, right, I met up with this other girl. We are gonna name her my friend. No, the betrayer. The betrayer, right? So during the registration process, whatever, I went there with my mom, right? So I don't remember, and she was not allowed, my mother was not allowed to go in. Like, every parent was sitting outside waiting for their kids. So I went in that lecture room. I did what I had to do. Like, there were a couple of forms that I had to fill in, so go that lecture hall, I bumped into this girl, the betrayer. No, she came up to me, hi, my name is Betrayal, who are you, what, in Trinyana. And she was basically lost. She wanted to go. That day was so hectic, guys. I don't even remember exactly how right? But then I directed her to that particular area because I have already been there. I was already familiar with the campus, So we met up there, sharp, cool. Not knowing no, we are gonna bump into each other more a few modules, because at that time she was doing psychology, I think. Psychology, and I was doing public governance, right? So okay, cool. First day, we met, and she was like, oh, you are the girl from the registration. I'm like, yeah, girl, hi, So I was pretty excited. Okay, we have the same class, and now I won't have to chill alone for a very long time. I was actually worried, I am gonna be alone for quite some time before I could make any friends. But we spoke there, exchanged numbers, and we became friends, right? But we did not chill like that, because after meeting her, then I met my good lover at Bliss. So I became close lover at Bliss. So the betrayer, we would just talk on WhatsApp, meet up here and there, when we bump to each other, we talk. She was my girl, So yeah, I remember, when was it? Somewhere around Feb, right? It was on the 24th of February. I think it was on a Sunday. It was definitely on a Sunday, because I remember on Saturday I had to go buy my groceries, and I was like, nah, go busy. And in the weekend, I budi 25, 26, So I was like, nah, I'll go on Sunday when people go to Kerekeng, and then that's when I'll go do whatever it is, run my errands, whatever. Cool. So on Saturday, she texted me, right? And she was like, friend, what are your plans for today and tomorrow? And I was like, okay, today I am studying because I have a test on Monday, right? So, but tomorrow I am going to the mall. There are a couple of things that I need to buy, like toiletries and groceries, right? And she was like, oh, well, I was planning Hoya today, but since you are going tomorrow, then I'll tag along, right, so that we can run our errands together, right? And I was like, okay, no problem, it's cool, Sunday came at around 10 o'clock, right? I texted her, girl, where are you? I'm about to head out, Nuyan. And she was like, no, we're not just go. Something came up, but I'm not sure if we are gonna meet there at the mall, but I think I might go there a bit later. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I went to the mall. I remember I first went to Mr. Price to buy some clothes. I needed a couple of outfits. So we went after Mr. Price. I got, while I was waiting Mulaini to pay for my things, I got a text from her, and she was like, girl, where are you? And I'm like, I'm at Mr. Price, but after here I go, I don't want to name the store, right? I am at the store, right? So I was like, no, okay, it's cool, because Vela, I needed to go there to go buy my toiletries, right? So I was like, no, we'll meet up there, right? Okay, cool. So after paying, I went to that store. After paying for Mr. Price, I went to that store, and when I walked in, there she was at the beauty section. So one thing about her is that she is a very a beauty, it's safe to say that she's a beauty queen. Like she loves everything, makeup, glamour, whatever, So and I am really not like that. So she was like, so I went there to go in, right? So when I got there, she was busy more the section near the lipstick, and she was holding like 2 lipsticks and a couple of toiletries, man. Like those baskets, like anasata, like any basket I can do and right? So she was like, friend, go on to choose a lipstick. So and she's a very very light skinned person, right? So she was like, no, I wanna buy a lipstick, right? So I don't know which color to go for. So I remember she was holding a pink one and a lilac one, right? So I was like, nah, like I really don't know, because first of all, I am really not a lipstick kind of girl. Like I love my gloss, right, and that's it. So I was like, I don't know. And then she was like, nah, man, if you were to pick, we could choose everything. And I was like, okay, just take the lilac one, because the pink one was too much, so I was like, take the lilac one. And then she was like, okay, will you please hold it for me, the other one. So I was like, why also a basket more your thing, so that also because she told me that she also needed to go look for a hair straightener, right? So now I already grabbed a couple of things, right? So she was like, I was like, no, grab a basket. And then she was like, no, it's fine, because a straightener, and then I'm gonna go pay. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go pay, and then and then we'll pay. Cool. Now I went go lining with her over the street. Hey. And then I had to pay for my things. So I paid for my things. I did not pay for that lipstick because I want a lipstick. Right. So I was like, okay, it's fine. After paying for my things, I'll just wait for her art, and then half more since I thing, and then I'll just give her the lipstick. Okay, cool. Beketwa nemo lining ha ke fetsa go patela, I went ke ema mo thoko ga monyako. Well, not mo thoko ga monyako, but you know, like how fetsa go kena, and then I was basically next to the tills, right? So nako ke fitlhela mo the lady o berekang ko, she was like, "Usi kopa bona sleep." Right. And I was like, it's okay, you know, they have to check how else I anything and whatnot. So I was like, I confidently went there, get her lipstick. I confidently went there, gave her my plastic. The slip was inside the plastic, right? So I gave her the plastic bag, whatever, and she checked everything, and she was like, she could see ha lipstick on the slip, and she was like, the lipstick e guy. And then I told her, no, I am not buying the lipstick. Here's the lipstick. This is for my friend. She's looking for a hair straightener, and then she's gonna come take it. And thing is, that lady we were together, right? And she was like, no, don't say this was for your friend, what did you want to steal it, and I was like, no, why would I steal anything, you know, and especially from a store, knowing that like, so I was like, no, why would I steal something? Like, I have cash, you know. And I showed her, I think I had 1,000 rands on me, like cash, and I was like, I can pay for this anytime, why would I steal it? And she was like, then pay for it. And I was like, no, I am not gonna pay for this because I don't want it. Why would I pay for something in bad? And then she was like, oh, I know you are being stubborn, she was basically telling me all the way getting my oh no, and then I was like, I basically told her, if I wanted to steal the thing, I would have simply walked out. Why would I still want to spend a lot of time go to the store, right? So, and then I was like, no, I am waiting for my friend. I am not gonna pay for this because lipstick and my right? So and then she was like, no, let's go look for your friend. So then we went in, and then she said, okay, go. Remember the betrayer said a hair straightener, and then after that she's gonna go pay for her things, and then we are gonna bounce, right? Because I remember I needed to go to Checkers to go buy my groceries. Okay, cool. We went inside. The lady here, Usi, where's the betrayer? Are you lying to us? And I was like, you saw us, Nikki Emily, like we were together, you know. So I was like, what, like, So the lady was practically forcing me, Jorge, I should pay for the lipstick, and I refused. Oh no, I do not want the lipstick, therefore I am not gonna pay. I am not gonna pay for something just because no, I did not want the lipstick, so why would I pay for it? Why would I pay for something badly? Like, does that even make sense, guys? Like, and she was like, no, we are gonna call the police. And I was like, call them. Yo, big mistake. And I was like, it's fine, call them, because now I'm not gonna pay for this. No, girl, don't let serious. So she called the police. And one thing I love about the whole thing that happened is that throughout that, I was so brave. I was scared, but at the same time I was so brave, because like Kona, I felt Jorge, I do not want this lipstick. I did not want to steal it, so I am not gonna pay for something that I don't want, so she was like, I'm gonna call the police. And she called the police, and then they said they were on the way. So now I'm here. Like, the betrayer is nowhere to be found. So I pulled out my phone. I started calling her. I gave my phone straight voicemail. Kamu text her, one tiki. So I was like, maybe something came up. This lady and again something came up, so she had to go somewhere. So I waited, go that store for about an hour until the police bafika. So during that, like throughout that whole hour, like the lady was forcing me to pay for this, and I was like, I'd rather stay here and wait for the police, child. I'd rather, like, guys, why would kind of lipstick in only 257? Like, why would I pay for la gote katlanya marialo? So I was like, no, I'd rather wait for the police. They'll sort this whole thing out, right? So after an hour, the police came, and then they were like, what's the problem? So the lady was like, no, just go and this lipstick. So now I was saying she should pay for it, so, and she doesn't want to pay for it. And then the police was like, I remember it was a man and a woman, and then the lady was like, why osabatlo patela? And I was like, I do not want this lipstick. Why would I pay for something that I don't want? No, that lady, no, apparently I was with a friend, like she only saw us for a couple of seconds, and then after that we were nowhere to be found. And I'm like, the police was like, if you are not going to cooperate with the staff, then we are gonna have to go to the police station. And I was like, fine with me, it's fine, let's go. Guys, I get to make it, like, I was so brave. I feel like it's because I knew I wasn't wrong, so it was very easy for me to be brave and stand up for myself, right? So anyway, we went to the police station. The statement, it became like a case, but that statement saka, like while we were at the store, they took statement there, that lady. So we went to the station to take my statement, right? So I told them what happened, right? So after that, and then the police was like, I think I was there for an hour, happy, you know. So they were like, no, let's go back to the store, ask for the CCTV footage, right? So we went there, we asked for it, and then when we, but they didn't allow me to go in to see the actual footage. So the two officers and some of the staff, right? So they gave them the footage, right? So when the police were done, when they got the footage, and I was like, why can't I see the footage? And then they were like, no, you are gonna see it tomorrow, Monday. And I was like, why tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow? And then they were like, no, you are called Omugele. This is a big case. Not big, but it's a serious case. So I was like, okay. So I tried to call the betrayer Gabe, voicemail. So the police officers took me to my arrest, and then they were like, no, tomorrow at 9 o'clock you should, no, 8, you should be go court, or you know, for the actual thingy, what. And I was like, okay, cool. So when I got arrested, I am busy trying to call the betrayer. So I decided to go back more WhatsApp go check I see online. I wanted to check her last scene, right? So I went there, and then her last scene was like probably like 10 to 20 minutes ago, right? So I was like, what? So I called her again, straight voicemail. So the status, there was one more onagana o clever. And I was like, I hope you are not talking about me. I hope I was like a bomb. You know, so I was like, okay, it's fine. So the first person I called was my boyfriend. I told him what happened, and I was so brave. Like the entire day I was brave, but immediately when I called my boyfriend, I cried so hard, because I was like, why would she do something like this? Like, if she planned this, then why would she do that to me, you know? Because I trusted her, you know, stuff like that. So I cried, whatever. And then my boyfriend was like, no, calm down, I said, just wait until tomorrow. Okay, fine. So, and then I called my mom. My mom told me the same thing. Oh, don't worry about it. So, from that day, I was fed up. Okay, that please go. I was like, you know what? I don't care about school anymore. Like, if but then it's fine. I want to go home. Because, like, the thing that stressed me the most happy was that I do not have any family member that side, so I was all alone, you know. So that, I guess, overwhelmed me a bit. So like I was crying hysterically throughout the night. I was so nervous for what if I'm guilty, then what? Criminal record, So I was crying. I cried. And then the next day, court day, So I went there. I chilled for a couple of minutes inside the courtroom, but basically case it again. So batla ko go yaga, right? So you know what happens, okay. You basically take an oath, what, and then after that, do you plead guilty or not guilty? And I was like, I am not guilty, So after that, and Nixina a lawyer, I think. Yeah, Nixina a lawyer. So after that, I remember there was like a screen nyana mo. So the judge first asked me I should elaborate exactly what happened, So I no, this and this and this and this and this happened, right? So, and then the judge was like, okay, finally CCTV footage, so we are gonna watch it if you are guilty or not guilty, right? So they played the clip. Hey, you will not believe I took the lipstick more that girl Abeha Ely, and then she went Khosheba history. So na haki yako lining ne that girl, she walked out ne. So hafi ko munyago, she was saying something with the lady, right? And then she even hugged the lady and then she walked out ne. So most CCTV footage, it showed even when I got to the till, and then I paid for whatever that I was paying for, and then I went there immediately. The lady can't beat that. So based on that footage, the court concluded, you know what, you are not guilty. You are not guilty. So that ended there. Like they dismissed the case, right? So on the 25th of Feb, I think, on a Monday, right? So I was there. I go campus. The betrayer is nowhere to be found. Even. So I asked her friend, where's the betrayer? And she was like, no, the girl has been suspended. Why? No, the girl, the betrayer was caught copying during an exam. So they suspended her. So I couldn't confront her about it because she blocked me literally everywhere. Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. She even blocked my numbers. Like I couldn't call her, So now I just wanted to know, like, why, like, what's going on, what happened, So go that day. That was the last time I saw the betrayer, right? Because after a month or a couple of weeks, that's when COVID hit, right? So we had to go home. What? No. So nothing. I heard literally nothing from the betrayer, right? Until last year, she sent me a message. She was saying, I shouldn't try to reply back or call the numbers because she's gonna, that's a new SIM card. After sending that SMS, she's gonna destroy it, what. So more that SMS, she was basically apologizing for what happened, and then she told me, no, that lady, that's my aunt, she's been stealing makeup products from the store for like ever since she got there. She started working there. So she got caught, the aunt. So she needed someone to do like the whole thing, steal some makeup for her so that she can continue selling it on the side, right? So that's where she came in. Her aunt asked her she should come steal a couple of products and then take them home, and then from there business as usual. So Ari, when she got there, she panicked, so she didn't know what to do because it was the first time. And Ari, she got scared because someone was standing there, her aunt at the door, right? So and then she was basically saying like how sorry she is. She knows what she did was wrong, and that it haunts her every single day. What, you know. So yeah, hey guys, so ever since then, now it makes sense. More the footage when she walked out, and then the lady hugged her. What. So yeah. Oh, and she more SMSing. She said that she, like, when she walked out of the store, she lied to her aunt, saying, oh, you know, she couldn't take so you know. So that's why her aunt came for me, you know. So and then she was like, even her aunt Noyana, she lost her job, what. And I was like, deep down, like, it serves them right. Like, don't mess le batho ba Modimo. Like, we are praying out here, we are prayers, you know. So if you mess le bana ba Modimo, guys, like, I promise you, you know. So yeah, that's how I was betrayed by my friend, the betrayer. So when this happened, it happened around the time where I actually wanted to start uploading the video on YouTube, right? So after that happened, you know, I was so humiliated because some of the staff members, they took pictures, or no, I stole this lipstick, what. And even though they were warned, if those pictures did they there's gonna be a price to pay. Thing is, and even if bakile that warning, like, those pictures could leak any single time, you know. So that held me back. Like, start a channel, maybe after uploading just a single video, and then someone sees me, and then those pictures start leaking. Like, how am I going to defend myself, you know? So that held me back. I was so scared of people seeing me, you know. So that really delayed my debut on YouTube. And I guess I wasn't ready to talk about it. I was scared of the pictures leaking, and I was also scared of talking about it, you know. So I feel now it's the time where I really need to start opening up, living my truth, and, you know, being happy, you know. So that's the main thing that held me back, you know. It really held me back. but I'm glad I took that risk. And then I started uploading, and now we're here. I'm here telling the story, you guys listening to what happened. I learned a huge lesson from this whole experience, if I'm being completely honest with you. I am really now not the type of person to trust people easily, and especially when it comes to friends. Like, I'm very selective of who I will welcome into my circle, into my life in general. So I, like, now I know before I trust the person, so yeah. That's basically how I got betrayed by my friend, guys. I was betrayed, it's a betrayal. Betrayal, like it's yo. But anyway, life is a lapili, and as much as she did me wrong, I hope wherever she is, grand, yeah, no hard feelings for the girl, because it happened. And at least now, like, when the verdict came out, the evidence doesn't support I stole the thing. So I said, I calmed down. But the thing that really annoys me, what if like, maybe a criminal record for nonsense, something that I don't know nothing about, like, and then people that trust issues. Now I hope you are watching. If originality trust issue, I hope now why trust issue. Like, I only have like 2 close friends, right? Well, 3. Yeah, 3, and that's it. Close friends, like, that's it. So I have a very, very, very small circle of friends, and I like to keep it that way, because of what happened. I am Jurassic like look what that got me into. So yeah, that's my story for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the story, I guess. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then you know what to do. Like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe, guys. And please share with your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunties, your gogos, your mkulus. Share with everyone guys. Okay. I really hope there are going to be more story times. But guys, my life is really not that interesting, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm already thinking of the next story time. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye. Bye. Bye, guys.